Did Dilireba and Chen Xingxu fall in love because of the drama? Recently, the film King starring Dilireba and Chen Xingxu is about to be completed. The frequent close interactions between the two have aroused heated discussions among netizens, and some netizens broke the news that they fell in love because of the drama. As a bystander, the rumors that Dilireba and Chen Xingxu fell in love because of the drama seem untrue. From the Reuters photos alone, it can be seen that the interaction between Dilireba and Chen Xingxu mainly occurred when shooting promotional materials. For the movie, this is just normal publicity work and does not mean that they have a special relationship in the crew. At the same time, according to insiders, Dilireba is very dedicated, generous, decent and friendly in the crew. She often brings delicious food to the crew members and is well received by everyone. Chen Xingxu treats female artists very gentlemanly in the crew and often cares for them. This kind of care is not a derogatory term, but shows his attentiveness and concern. However, according to the crew, Dilireba doesn't seem to buy into this. She is not close to Chen Xingxu and they don't have much contact in private. Finally, a key point is that although Dilireba and Chen Xingxu have many intimate scenes in the play, they don't have much room for development in real life. Moreover, with the completion of the film, they may not have much intersection in the future, so there will not be much contact. 2. Understand the challenges in Dilireba's life. For the glamorous world of the entertainment industry, we are always full of curiosity and reverie. Every star seems to be an unsolved mystery, mysterious and charming. And when we focus our attention on Dilireba, the fairy-like actress, her unique cover-up tactics have undoubtedly aroused heated discussions among countless people. This little fairy with a beautiful face, relying on her unique self-defense skills, has not only become the queen of shame in the entertainment industry, but also made us have more reverie about her inner story. Some people say she is too artificial, some people say she is hypocritical, but when we really understand her situation, we will find that the dilemma she faces is not as simple as imagined. This fairy not only has to face the spotlight in front of the camera, but also has to deal with countless pairs of picky eyes. Every time she walks on the red carpet and every time she makes a public appearance, it seems like a thrilling battle for her. We can't help but ask, why must the entertainment industry use a standard ruler to measure every female star? Can they only be slim fairies? It's no wonder that Sister Dilireba has to be vigilant and cautious at all times, for fear that she will accidentally let those picky eyes find a handle. When we see her daily life photos, we know how hard she is in dealing with these occasions. It turns out that this plump fairy is not as perfect as the outside world imagines. The slightly plump figure of the upper body will naturally appear less coordinated when driving those one-shoulder, deep V-neck dresses. It's no wonder that she has to cover up all the time, for fear that she will be exposed if she is not careful. However, we have to admit that this unique plump sister has much more charm than just her appearance. She cleverly resolved the possible embarrassment in her own unique way. This wisdom and courage are what we admire most. Imagine, if it were us, facing those picky eyes, how many people would be able to handle it as easily as she did? This makes us start to think, why do we always use the same standard ruler to require everyone? Can the entertainment industry only accommodate those slim actresses? This inherent concept and stereotype can't help but make people feel a little regretful. In this era of information explosion, should we stop and rethink our expectations of stars, women, and even everyone? It's time to look at each other with a more inclusive perspective. Some people say that the real charm does not lie in perfection. On the contrary, it is those small flaws in those efforts to overcome difficulties that make a person more real and more lovely. Just like Sister Dilireba, even with such shortcomings, she can still emit a unique light. She cleverly resolved the possible embarrassment in her own unique way. This wisdom and courage moved us. In this world full of labels and definitions, should we learn to appreciate everyone's unique beauty with a more inclusive perspective? When we get rid of inherent concepts and stereotypes, we may find that true beauty is not limited to perfect appearance. Let us explore the inner world of this queen of shame. When we see her daily life photos, we know how hard she is dealing with these occasions. It turns out that her figure is not as perfect as the outside world imagines, and her upper body is slightly plump. It's no wonder that she has to be vigilant at all times, fearing that she will be found by those picky eyes if she is not careful. However, we have to admit that the charm of this plump sister is far more than just her appearance. She cleverly resolved the possible embarrassment in her own unique way. This wisdom and courage are what we admire most. Some people say the true charm does not lie in perfection. On the contrary, It is those small flaws in those efforts to overcome difficulties that make a person more real and more lovely. In this era of information explosion, should we stop and rethink our expectations of stars, women, and even everyone? It's time to look at each other with a more tolerant eye. When we learn to accept imperfections, we can truly find our own beauty. Just like Sister Dilireba, even with this or that kind of shortcomings, she can still shine with her own brilliance. The next time you see a star doing something that seems strange, maybe we should think more about it. Is there a story hidden under this bright and beautiful appearance that we don't know? Don't let labels and definitions bother your eyes. Let's appreciate everyone's unique beauty with loving eyes.